This is Ron Corser with Cornerstone Retirement Partners. I think we got a pretty interesting program today. We're going to talk about risk. And everybody's going, oh my goodness, not again. Well, there's risk all around and we need to understand some of them. And I'm going to touch on a few of them in today's program that I get questions on from my own clients. It's not something I'm making up. So again, I'm Ron Corser with Cornerstone Retirement Partners. You can listen in today's program by going to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. That's www.cornerstone-rp.com, or give us a call at the office here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, 616-301-2581, 616-301-2581. And in addition to today's program, I'm going to offer you free. We can get it sent to you with email or mail it to you, retirement roadblocks, financial risks to avoid. And I'm going to touch on some of them in today's program in a real brief way. So let's get going and see how this turns out. One of the things that virtually every client has talked about over the past virtually a year, and I haven't brought it up, but they have. They've talked about what's going to happen to our economy, the market, at the presidential election. And that really is covered under something called legislative risk. Here's how I try to help folks understand. Elections do have consequences in a lot of ways. When it comes to the stock market, what happens on the first Tuesday in November of 2024, when they're done counting the votes, whenever that is, the market isn't going to go up or down just because of what the outcome is. The markets don't respond that way. Here's what does happen with elections, and it's really important to understand this. It's that elections have an impact on your money after the election is done, after the administration, whether it's a new or old one, gets put in office in the White House. Then they make rules and regulations. That's what impacts the stock market, but more directly, that's what potentially can have a really big impact on your life savings. So what do I mean by that? Think about the last big election, 2020. When ultimately it was overdone and all the shouting was done, the markets didn't go up dramatically or down. What did happen is the new administration made massive changes really quickly in terms of oil drilling and excavation, in terms of what happened to the border, in terms of taxation issues, and importantly, how to spend money. So what was the impact of all of those? A couple of them had a direct impact on us the following 12 months of the election, because what happened? Inflation went through the roof. That was a function of impacting the energy sector and spending gobbles and trillions of dollars. And boom, we got impacted. Eggs went up in price. Everything went up in price. Homes, cars, everything. That impacts us. It really does. And it created inflation. And inflation is one of those things that happens. And guess what? It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not what we're doing. Inflation happens generally because of what the Fed does and what the government does with their rules and regulations and spending. So one of the things that happened and will happen is whoever wins the election will create more rules and regulations. And depending on how that works out, it will either have a positive or negative impact on your life savings. So it's really important to understand that in getting ready for this election with your life savings is to be modest, I think, in the way you approach risk. Don't be afraid of the markets. If the markets are going to go down like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are talking about, it's not going to be because of an election. It's going to be because of something else. So stay kind of invested, but be very, very aware and cautious of how much downside risk you have in your portfolio. So that's the first free piece of advice. Again, I'm Ron Corser, Cornerstone Retirement Partners. You can reach out to me at 616-301-2581. That's 616-301-2581, or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. Put your information in there. We'll reach out to you And we'll also send you this 7-page document called Retirement Roadblocks, Financial Risks to Avoid. It's a great piece of information for you to have. So let's take a look at what I think is the second important issue, and that's healthcare costs and the cost of long-term care. One of the biggest risks we're going to face in retirement is the cost of healthcare. It goes up every year, whether you are in Medicare, whether you are in the Obama open market product, whether you're at work. The cost of healthcare goes up every year. It will most likely be, based on what a lot of experts, not myself, are talking about, that during your retirement, it'll be one of the 2 biggest costs in retirement. It's estimated that a couple retiring age 65, living to 85 to 87, will spend in excess of $250,000 on healthcare. And I'm not talking about long-term care and those kinds of things. That's strictly premiums and things like that and out-of-pocket costs. So proper planning for healthcare cost is really important. One of the things we do here at Cornerstone Retirement Partners is we have a full staff that my wife Nancy supervises and runs that helps people make great decisions if they're in the Medicare business, what to do, what are the great plans, what about the drug costs. They're really excellent. She represents a lot of companies. She can do an excellent job based on your age, your health, what kind of drugs you need, and give you the best, most cost-effective Medicare plan or healthcare plan available to you. It's a valuable service we provide our clients. It started a long time ago, and most people are very, very happy that we're able to help them with it. Because frankly, when you get on the internet, there's about 12 million different opinions on what you should or shouldn't do with healthcare. So give us a call here at Cornerstone Retirement Partners, 616-301-2581. If you want to take a little bit of time to consider your healthcare costs, ask for Nancy Corser and her staff. They'll set up a time, either on Zoom or in the office here, to talk about the options. You can do a little brainstorming to see what works for you. But it's really an excellent service, and it's really critical because you're going to spend a lot of money here, so you might as well get the best options, most cost-effective plans for you.
Tune into Cornerstone Retirement Partners' full radio program, Your Course to Retirement, Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock at News Radio WOOD, or visit cornerstone-rp.com for many valuable resources, including those mentioned on this show and other great episodes of Your Course to Retirement.
The content of this radio show is provided for informational purposes only and is not a solicitation or recommendation of any investment strategy. You are encouraged to seek investment, tax, or legal advice from an independent professional advisor.
Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group is solely an indication that the financial advisor has attended training provided by Ed Slott and Company, passed biannual examinations on material covered at conferences and in webinars, and met other membership requirements, and does not constitute an endorsement of any kind. Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group members pay a fee for the educational programs that allow them to be included in the Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group. Membership does not guarantee investment success. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services.
Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.
Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Any investments and/or investment strategies mentioned involve risk, including the possible loss of principal. Any comments regarding safe and secure investments and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products. They do not refer in any way to securities or investment advisory products. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.